Welcome back, one and all, ladies and gentlemen. This is episode 26 of the Nah But For Real Though podcast. Once, once again, I am your host, excuse me, Famo Goodlove, and Real Fact by Snapple. A cucumber consists of 96% water. I didn't know that. That that fact was brought to you by Snapple. Snapple, made from the best stuff on earth. Hashtag not an ad, but could be. Nah, but for real though. Welcome back. This is episode 26 of the Nah, but for real though podcast. Happy Black History Month. And speaking of Black History Month, here's a Black History Month. Here's a fact about Black History Month. Population growth. The black population of the United States in 1870 was 4.8 million. In 2020, the U.S. Census found there were 46.9 million black residents in the U.S., and the number of people identifying with more than one race increased by more than 276% since the 2010 census. Wow. I think that's nice. I think that's pretty cool. Alright. Happy Black History Month. Now, okay, let's dive right on into it. So, the Grammys were uh, two Sundays ago by now. I think, yeah. And listen, I'll be honest. I don't watch award shows, so I didn't watch the Grammys. And yeah, I didn't watch the Grammys. I'll be honest. However, I did see the Grammys being the show that the Grammys is. I may not have watched it, but I definitely heard a lot about it. And well, Kai Cenat, who is a famous streamer, well, he's the most successful, most popular streamer on Twitch. He was he was streaming live at the Grammys, which I thought that was pretty cool. He got to meet a lot of celebrities. He saw Miley Cyrus. He saw Will Smith. He, it was lit for him. You feel me? I am happy I'm happy that that Kai, who is a black man, right? Who's from New York, right? I'm glad he's getting all that, all that success, and I honestly wish him more. You feel me? So yeah. But yeah, he was there live. Uh, he, I'd say, I'd say, I don't want to say idols. I don't want to say he met his like idols because I mean, like it or not, celebrities do get idolized, whether they want whether they want to be or idolized or not, they do get idolized, you know. So yeah, he met a ton of A-list celebrities, and I'm sure he had fun. You feel me? But that's beside the point. So Kai Cenat met Kanye, which, speaking of Kanye, when he get on, he leave your ass for a white girl. His wife, quote unquote, his Kanye's quote unquote wife was was basically in the nude. She wore a very a very see-through dress, right? Her boobs were showing out, and so was her ass. I'm like, bro, what what is Kanye's wife, quote unquote, what what is this white girl wearing? Listen, Kanye, at this point, like, the Kanye West that made graduation um dropout and late registration, etc., that Kanye doesn't exist anymore. Like, and I was going to get to this later, but Kanye went on an anti-Semitic rant. Um, it was anti-Semitic. It was homophobic. It was all that. It was just a huge mess. And honestly, I'm tired of it. I'm just tired. Listen, and come to find out, he apparently made he apparently had a Super Bowl ad because, well, the Super Bowl was this past Sunday. By the time of this recording, but yes, uh, released. Ye apparently had and like made an ad for the Super Bowl. It was promoting his website, Yeezy.com. He wanted people to buy, he wanted people to buy some merch, and well, the site is shut down by now, but on on the site, he had a shirt that had a swastika on it. Now, okay, so I was made well. I mean, it was pointed. I mean, it was pointed out to me that, like, everything Kanye's doing right now is for, like, shock value, which it is. It is. It is for shock value, and he has done it before. So it's like, I mean, with Kanye, at this point, I'm disappointed. I'm. It's just like, I see Kanye the way the same way we all see Donald Trump getting elected. I'm disappointed, but I'm not surprised. So, like with Trump, we've had him as a president before. Let's be honest. We've had a we just so we're clear. I'm not a fan of Trump. Okay, so even though I'm not a fan of Trump, we've had him as a president before, so it's like I mean, even though I'm not a fan, I I don't care. Like he's in charge of the country. Good luck, good luck running this shit show, Mister Donald. Now, with Kanye, we've all seen him act this way before. We've all seen him go on rants before, promoting either new merch or a new album. So yeah, I mean, listen. At this point, I don't. Oh yeah, and okay. So did y'all know Kanye? At this point, Kanye used to be a very successful artist, right? He used to be very successful, and now he releases music that that I didn't know it. I didn't know. I didn't know. It was released. Like, did y'all know that last year? He released. Not only did he release Vultures, he released Vultures, basically part one, Vultures one, in February 2024. Did y'all know he released Vultures 2 that same year? It says on August 3rd, 2024, Ye published Vultures 2. Did y'all know about this? No. Did y'all know about it? Did y'all hear anything about it? Because me personally, I never heard anything about it. I never heard anything about it. I didn't. I'm being honest. I knew Tyler the Creator dropped Chromacopia, which is a fire album. It's a fire album. K. Dot, aka Kendrick Lamar, had the best year, arguably the best year, um, as far as music is concerned, and when he released GNX. And SZA also dropped. So it's like, why? Yeah, and I have yet to listen to Vultures 2. Am I going to listen to it? Maybe. Because if I'm being honest, Kanye's the last good album Kanye had was Watch the Throne. You know, the collab album with him and Jay-Z. And it was released in 2011. Okay, okay. This is me being honest, but I liked I liked some of the songs in Vultures 1. I did. I'll be honest, I did. I did. I'll be honest, I did. But yeah. But yeah. Like, okay. I really didn't mean to go on this like Kanye rant, but I'm saying things that I feel like had to be said. You feel me? So, yeah. Okay, so the ranting aside, um a lot of people were awarded Grammys. Um let's go through some of them. So Beyonce got a Grammy for Album of the Year for Cowboy Carter, and wow, it looks like she got Best Country Album, Cowboy Carter. Wow, congrats, Beyonce. Wow. There were some other winners. Uh, the GOAT, Kendrick Lamar, won 5 Grammys for Not Like Us Alone, which he deserves it all. So yes, I'm proud of him. Like I really am, because not only did he have uh, a sensational Grammys night, he also had a phenomenal Super Bowl performance, a Super Bowl halftime show performance. Yes, that's right. But before I even get to that, Montoya, por favor. So, okay. So, there was a Spanish uh, TV show, Spanish reality TV show uh, that was trending all over Twitter, and they basically the first video that I saw was basically of a man who was on a beach with like a few other like male contestants who were behind him, and the host is a woman. So yeah, so he the guy Montoya basically said, camera 11, the camera 11 expands, and it's I'm guessing it's his girl. He and all of, and you just hear him. Well, you see her, and she's about to get in bed with another man. Okay, just real quick, shout out to Thames because she got a Grammy for Best African music performance for Love Me Jeje, Love Me Jeje, Love Me Tender. Like, that song is a vibe. It's a vibe. So yes, Thames, the gorgeous Thames. Shout out to her for winning her first Grammy. But yeah, and that is the real though. So yeah, back to what I was just saying. Montoya, uh, caught his girl getting in bed with another man, and and immediately he starts to lose it. He's he's talking. Well, they all speak Spanish there, but um, he's saying "punta, puta," which, if you know, you know. If you know what if you know what that word means, you know it's a bad word. That's why I'm just gonna leave it at that. So yeah, and then like in the video, you see her kissing that dude, and and Montoya loses it. He's he at this point he's yelling at the top of his lungs. He is, but because this is the woman that that it seems like he cares about her, right? So basically, and right after that, he starts running across the beach to and he's running to the resort where the rest of the people where the rest of the people are at, and he's and the whole time that he's running, he's yelling all kinds of things. He's yelling puta puta mierda mierda. So basically, I caught up on the lore, and basically, um, on that reality show, there let me see. There are people who are basically both the men and women on that reality show get tempted uh basically by the opposite sex, and and uh it looks it looks really entertaining. I'll be honest. Um, but yeah, so what I heard uh from people was that basically um she was the woman um like entertaining other like another man. She did it. She like entertained another. She entertained someone first, and what and like she was in the pool with the dude. He was slapping her ass and things of that nature, and she was slapping her ass. No, he was slapping her ass, and she was letting him, and then uh, Montoya, what's it called? He he got back at her, and and basically, um, he basically got a lap dance when he was tempted by a girl. He got a lap dance from her, and 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 let me see. Yeah, he got a lap dance, which obviously it was recorded. So of course, the girl, uh, Anita, yeah, that was her name. Anita, she saw it, and obviously she was mad, and so yeah, the next thing she did was have relations with, or she was about to have. No, no, she did have relations with this dude. She fucked this dude, and it was broadcast on TV. Now, Mon- uh, now Montoya ran to the place where the they were doing the do, and Montoya was yelling. He was yelling, "Puta, puta!" He was yelling all kind of shit, and yelling to the point where the whole everyone there could hear him, and and even they could hear him from the room, and they stopped. Like they stopped. They both came out, and you could tell Montoya was just irate. He was he was just yelling, and so um that man was on his knees. So that man would die about her. So yeah, he would die. He would kill, whatever. So yeah. Um, and then I saw another clip where where like another clip that I saw was apparent, like no, in that, in part 2 of that same clip, I think. So she came out, no, she and the dude came out, uh and okay, at first she doesn't like care what he's saying. At first, she's not trying to hear what he's saying. But then the crocodile tears come out. She goes to him, starts fake sobbing, sobbing on him. I guess she's saying that she wants him in Spanish, because, mind you, whole time I don't even know what they're saying. Like the clips that I saw didn't have any subtitles, but if they did, it would be fire. But in any case, right? She starts fake sobbing, and meanwhile the man is legit heartbroken, just doesn't want to hear. I don't. I don't think he wanted to hear it, cause he literally caught her fucking that man. So Then I saw another clip where she does it. She she has sex like on camera again. I don't know if it was with the same dude as before, but she cheated on Montoya again, and and this time Montoya doesn't run across the beach. It, he's yelling, but and the host is saying Montoya, por favor, but but he isn't running this time. He just he just lets them do what they he just lets them do the do. So y'all, Montoya got his get back. Montoya got his get back. So basically, um, Montoya got uh, what's it called? He got another chick. He was he was in bed with her, and he was fucking the shit out of her. And Anita, the filthy cheater, she goes. All she's doing is she's just crying, like you could see her makeup, you could see her, uh, like eyes watering, eyes watering, crying, crocodile tears, crocodile tears. You cheated on him first. You cheated on him first, which you know you wrong, but now you want to pretend to be upset because because your man cheated on you, even though you cheated on him twice. I do not feel sorry for her. I don't feel sorry for you. I don't feel sorry for you, puta. I don't. I'll be honest, I don't. I don't. So yeah, there's that. Um, I don't even know the name of the show. Hold on, what was the name of the show? I need like Montoya, por favor. Oh, it's called Temptation Island, Spain. Okay, okay, Temptation Island, Spain. Oh, okay, bro. Listen, I just know that if that if that show was released here in America, people would have died. People would have it. People would be dead. People would be dead. Y'all thought fucking Serena and Cordell was bad. No, don't let them cheat and record it and 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 have the significant other watch while you're doing it. Like like that would be bad. That would be bad. That would be bad. Bad. Shit. Nah, but for real though. But yeah, like I said, moving on. So the Super Bowl was this past Sunday, and it was sensational. It was phenomenal. I loved every second of it. Excuse me. So, I mean, some people didn't like it, which haters are gonna hate. But yeah, it was phenomenal, bro. That Super Bowl game was a fucking blowout. Like like the Chiefs. Like speaking of the Chiefs, how the mighty have fallen. They were down. They didn't. The Chiefs didn't score anything in the first half. I believe the final score was like the final score was like 22 to 40. The Eagles won by 40, which congrats to the Eagles, by the way. Uh, but yeah, yeah. So the Eagles won 40 to 22, which congrats to them, you know. But that was just a horrendous performance by the Chiefs. I thought they were good. I thought they were good. Like what happened? I don't know. I really don't know. But yeah, regardless, it was um the game was okay. Um like the Chiefs really didn't score anything until the second half, which was just like it's sad because like they're supposed to be really good. But anyway, so yeah, Trump was at the Super Bowl, and well, the greatest rapper alive, Kendrick Lamar, performed there, and this is probably this is it was the best Super Bowl performance so far, in my opinion. Now he had a whole set. Like he had Samuel L. Jackson uh, as as a narrator. No, Samuel L. Jackson was playing Uncle Sam, which I love that. I love that. He said he said, I see you got your yo goons with you. Scorekeeper, deduct one life. So I'm just gonna keep it as simple and explain it to any white people who might be listening right now. Okay, when Samuel L. Jackson said deduct one life, he was referring to, well, basically the fact that when black people do anything for themselves or try to do good for themselves, white people kill them. It happened with MLK. It happened with Malcolm X, and it happened the with Black Wall Street. You know, the Wall Street that was in Oklahoma. Some white people got mad, and they and they basically slaughtered all of the people living living in Tulsa, living in Black Wall Street, which was in Tulsa, Oklahoma, if I'm not mistaken. And now, mind you, white people, like some white people, are going to say that that uh, racism doesn't exist in America. It's gotten better, or or you all need to forget about slavery because it doesn't exist anymore. Things are better now. I mean, black people are still oppressed here in America, but like not and not only Oklahoma, Philadelphia has Philadelphia has bombed so many black like the black people of Philadelphia have been bombed like well in the past. Also in the past, the CIA allegedly it, like there was evidence that was suggesting that it was either the CIA or the FBI was putting drugs into black communities, and and a reporter was going to snitch on the FBI for that, with the information, and he got and that the reporter was getting too close to the information, so the so what they did was they like someone shot him in the back of the head twice, and officially the death of that reporter was reported as a suicide. This is this is what is meant by when people say white people have the power in America. They do. It's unfortunate, but they do. And white people in high places have been very corrupt. Very corrupt. In the like and when black people are when black people are killed in America, when black people are shot in America, and they're unarmed, black people feel weak, vulnerable. They feel like they can't do anything, which is why it's important to have Black History Month. So yeah, did I just go on a rant? Okay. But I digress. Let me see. But yeah. Back to Kendrick Lamar. Yeah. So Trump was. Yeah, no. Kendrick was. Yeah. Kendrick had one of the best performances in Super Bowl history, and I stand by it. I I do stand by it. So yeah. Um, let me see. So yeah, so obviously, uh, he performed his uh five Grammy winning song, Not Like Us, because you know they love to sue. You feel me? So, excuse me. You know they love to sue. When he fucking looked in the camera and said, "Say Drake, I hear you like I'm young, bitch." He didn't say bitch, but yes, he said, "I hear you like I'm young. You better not ever go to cell block one, bitch." To any bitch that talk to him, lay in love, just make sure you hide your little sister from him. And the whole crowd, the whole stadium said, "A minor." Kendrick is him. That's why Kendrick is the goat, and that's why Drake is allegedly reportedly mad right now because they just not like us. They aren't. They aren't. So yeah, and and the god the goddess herself, SZA, was there. SZA is gorgeous. She is. There you go. There you go. She sang Luther with Kendrick, and it was awesome. It was awesome. Now people are going to hate people are going to hate and okay, haters are going to hate. They're just going to hate. They just are. Okay, so usually when the Super Bowl comes around, like a lot of people watch it for the commercials, which I mean that's cool, but commercials the commercials this year were mid in my opinion. I'll be honest, they were mid. That's just me being honest. So yeah, um, but yeah, okay. So yeah, that's all. That's pretty much um it. Let's do some would you rather, and then I'll head out. No, no, no. Would you rather, and then FMLs. So would you rather? Give me 1 second. Okay. Would you rather never talk to your family again, or never have sex again? Never talk to your family again. Uh, uh, mm, I mean, shit. Would you rather date someone who is good in the kitchen, or date someone who's good in bed? Uh, okay, I'll be honest. I'm I I can chef it up, so I'll date someone who's good in bed. Yeah. Would you rather be really similar to a partner or be completely different to a partner? I th- mm, I think similar. I'll go with similar. Yeah. Okay. Would you rather experience a short, passionate romance, or experience a peaceful long-term relationship. Peaceful long-term relationship, all the way, 100%. Okay, 70% of people agree with me. Okay, cool. Okay, now we go to FMLs. FMLs. Okay, so uh, today I was on a blind date with a girl my friends set me up with. We went to a fancy restaurant and she ordered the shrimp. I told her I'm allergic to shrimp, so you shouldn't order it in case I want to kiss you later. She looked at the waiter and said, I'll have the shrimp. Damn. Damn. You deserved it. I ain't gonna hold you. Because that's how women are. You feel me? So, yeah. But, I mean, on the bright side, you kind of dodged a bullet. And yes, your life does suck. Okay, today I walked into a store, grabbed a shopping cart, and started browsing. After 15 seconds, I realized I was in the wrong store. The cashier watched as I awkwardly returned my cart and walked out like I totally meant to do that. FML. Oh, that's cool, I guess. Today, after years of me trying to get better, I finally have to admit that I'm severely disabled, as I saw it on my assistant's paperwork. FML. Rough night, huh? Today I was drunk and broke my leg. I called 911 only for the cops to turn up and make me try to walk, with them saying that I was faking my injury. They arrested me for being drunk in public, and hours later, I finally got to an ER. I had to have surgery on my leg. Damn, your life sucks. That's tough. That is tough. Okay. Today, I walked into the dining room to find my mom popping pimples on my dad's back. Okay. That's wild. Your life sucks. Okay, let's do some spicy ones now. Okay. Today I was hit up to Netflix and chill by a guy I hang out with. So I dressed up real nice and went over. Unfortunately, the Netflix was actually watching Joe Rogan, and the chill was smiling politely whenever he would say, he's right, and figuring out how and when to go home. Damn, your life sucks. Today, my husband is 16. Today my husband of 16 years had to force himself to be intimate with me. Damn. In his words, not because he's not attracted to me, but because he no longer has emotions or feelings towards me. I'm still deeply in love and had to force intimacy because now I feel like I'm just a means to an end. Damn. Okay, your life sucks. Today I found out my husband pretends to be a young bisexual a young bisexual woman online. Wow. And as if that isn't bad enough, he flipped out and didn't believe me when I told him the other young bisexual women he's been beating it to are probably middle-aged men too. Jeez. Today my date went off on a 30-minute tangent about how MG Toe is going to be good for society and blah blah blah. He was going to get lucky. He was going to get lucky tonight, as I really wanted some dick, to be honest. But he talked himself out of any chance whatsoever by boring me to death. Yikes. That's tough. Okay, and last but not least, today I found out the guy who asked me to be his girlfriend has been fucking his first cousin in the booty on the regular for years. Damn. And he was still fucking her while seeing me. I feel disgusting. He's 32 and she's 28. And thinks they're going to get married. Aww. Sweet home Alabama. No. They fuck their siblings in Alabama. This is a tale straight out of West Virginia. Jeez. Well, that was FMLs. Those were some FMLs. Now it's time for some HuffPost news. HuffPost news. HuffPost news. HuffPost news. HuffPost. Okay, let's see where we're at. Let's see. Hang on. Let's see where we're at. Hang on. Okay. Usher reveals the surprise project he and Jennifer Hudson almost worked on together. That's too bad. Amber Ruffin reveals rule she'll break hosting White House Correspondents' Dinner. The one person not hyped about this weekend's Super Bowl halftime show. Harrison Ford has some shit to say about an iconic character's final appearance. Sterling K. Brown received a heartfelt message from his past. It brought him to tears. Kanye West named his album Bully after his son, Saint, kicked a child for being weak. Damn. Angelina Jolie shares the emotional reason she gave her mother her first Academy Award. Fans on street tried to sing a non-existent Super Bowl song for Tonight Show. Oh, okay, cool. Kendrick Lamar appears to take a patriotic swipe at President Trump. As he should. King Kenny. Kendrick Lamar gets in an extra disc at Drake with surprise halftime show guest. Oh yeah. Kendrick brought out Serena Williams and SZA and DJ Mustard and Samuel L. Jackson. He's the GOAT for that. Philadelphia Eagles soar over the Chiefs in decisive Super Bowl victory. It was a blowout. It was a blowout. It was a blot. It was a blowout. It was a blowout of blowouts. It was a blowout. 40 in a Super Bowl. That's actually wild. Taylor Swift got booed at the Super Bowl, and her face says it all. Oh yeah, yeah. I don't think Taylor Swift was expecting that, and the Swifties on Twitter were like, what did Taylor Swift do? Like like respectfully, we don't want the camera to pan to Taylor Swift. Respectfully, of course, because we just don't care about her. Respectfully, of course. Kendrick Lamar shuts down Super Bowl halftime show with electrifying set and a final blow to Drake. They not like us. They not like us, bitch. They not like us, bitch. They not like us. They not like us. They not like us, bitch. Travis Kelce's game day outfit is already being memed. That's too bad. Catch all the biggest stars at Super Bowl 59 with photos. Usher has one piece of advice for Kendrick Lamar ahead of his Super Bowl performance. Sally Struthers shares one of her fondest memories of Bea Arthur. Oscar twist ahead? Anora wins at Producers and Directors Guild Awards. And with that being said, this has been another episode of the Nah But For Real Though podcast. As usual, I'd like to remind y'all that life is pain, life is painful, and yet life is too short to be serious 24/7. So smile sometimes. And with that being said, follow me on Twitter and on TikTok at what is it? Famo_goodlove23. My IG is green_machine23. And what else? I'm not sure if I'm forgetting. Oh yeah, follow me on Blue Sky if you're on there. Famo_goodlove23. And yeah. And with that being said, I heard someone say this, but have the day that I hope you have the day that you deserve. And with that being said, I'm out of here, y'all. Bye.